So let's talk about the match with The Undertaker. Talk about what happened. Diesel came in and pulled the referee out. Let's talk about the cage match in February. And Brett said, well, we'll make something really clear to everybody. My fans yesterday were robbed of a decision by Diesel. Now I know that The Undertaker, he feels that he won that match yesterday. I don't feel quite the same way, but he does. But you know what? No one's ever gonna know. This was all Diesel's fault. Diesel's been a thorn in my side for so long. I've had it up to here. He actually had to raise his hand about 2 points in the air. He said, as far as I'm concerned, I want a rematch with Diesel in a 15-foot high steel cage so he won't have any more excuses. Diesel, when you step back in the ring with me, take all your beautiful, pathetic excuses about corporations making a change of personality. Doesn't matter to me. Step in the ring with me, you're going to find out why I'm the best. And as far as The Undertaker goes, mark my words, Undertaker, I wouldn't do that to you. Rather, you'll get another rematch. Said, thank you very much. If this rematch in the cage is anything at all like the Survivor Series, who knows what's going to happen. Brad, best of luck to you. Shook his hand, and I think they're playing his music again, so he exits the ring. They plug next week's episode, and they said they'll have an update on Real Monsoon's condition. Said, are you ready for this, Milkman? Billionaire to respond. Ted responds in a press conference. The question, why is he trying to put the World Wrestling Federation out of business, or Wrestling Federation out of business? They just did a commercial or promo for 5-hour Energy Cherry on the WWE Network. They show us what the rating is and why it's the rating. They show a replay of some of the things Diesel and the British Bulldog have done recently, and also a promotion for Billionaire Ted's next skit. His first match is British Bulldog versus Diesel. Davey Boy Smith or Yokozuna had exposed the turnbuckle, so Diesel blocked his head from going into the turnbuckle, and he put Davey Boy's face on it instead. Then he does a snake eyes over the exposed steel turnbuckle again. This time, Yokozuna comes in, but the referee is distracted. By the way, Diesel made the pin. He moves out the way, and Yokozuna hits Davey Boy with the leg drop. Hooks the leg, does Diesel 2, 3, wins the match. They have Doc Hendricks plugging In Your House, saying it was on pay-per-view. And saying it's the next pay-per-view. And the main event, of course, is the 15-foot high steel cage match for the heavyweight title between Bret Hart and Diesel. It will be Big Daddy Cool. He said that it will be Big Daddy Cool against Bret Hart. He said, we just saw Big Daddy Cool in action, but right now, let's talk to the one and only, the legendary Hitman, now on his third title reign as heavyweight champion. Bret Hart said, once upon a time I had a little respect for Diesel. I used to think he was a great champion, but not anymore. He talked about how the WWF was run and driven on Diesel power. Well, that's not the case. It's running on Hitman power. Diesel and you seem to have a big problem with that. Keep involving yourself in my matches. You keep becoming this constant, never-ending ache in my side. Well, Diesel, let's settle this once and for all. 15-foot high steel cage match. Most dangerous match in all of wrestling. At In Your House pay-per-view, we'll settle it once and for all, Diesel. Because you know what? I've never, ever, ever lost a steel cage match. Just bring everything you've got, you big dummy, because the excellence of execution is going to wipe you out. Doc Hendricks said that losing is not the operative word in this match here, and that would be Shawn Michaels versus Bret's brother Owen, where regardless of who wins and who loses, the winner gets a WrestleMania title shot against Bret. And that's a big deal because Owen Hart took credit for almost ending Shawn Michaels' career, the Enziguri kick. He said, if you recall last week on Raw, Jim Cornette lured Shawn Michaels into this match. You wonder what do Owen and Cornette have in store with or a Prey Kid at In Your House. Now, how about this? Just added first ever Crybaby match. That's right, a Crybaby match. Razor Ramon, the bad guy, against the 1, 2, 3 Kid. Loser of the match will be fed a baby bottle. Yeah, and a diaper. Could you see the bad guy with a baby bottle in his mouth and a diaper? Oh, man. This match was just added as well. Duke, the Dumpster Drozy, against Hunter Hearst Helmsley. This past weekend on the WWF Superstars, Duke was victorious inside the ring, celebrating. Comes Hunter Hearst Helmsley, attacking Duke, hits him with his own garbage can, then proceeds to cut his hair. Later on in that show, Duke tried to retaliate when Triple H was Hunter Hearst Helmsley about to hit the pedigree on his opponent. Hunter picked up his opponent and led his opponent. No, he picked his opponent up by the head and led his opponent take the trash can shot against the back of his head, and he ran out of the ring. Tell you what, sparks are gonna fly. In Your House, just a little under 3 weeks away. Back to the billionaire Ted business. Recently, a TBS official telephoned the WWF on January 17th and expressed his delight in the broadcast of the billionaire Ted vignette. This letter sent by the same TBS or Turner Broadcasting System official is now threatening legal action against the WWF. We here in the WWF stand ready to fight for our rights, our company, and for you, our fans. Besides, you asked for it, so you've got it. Here's the latest on Billionaire Ted. I think they said that the Huckster and the Nacho Man would have a geriatric match. Excuse me. he said, I have an announcement to make. Contrary to what the World Wrestling Federation may like you to believe, I'm not a hillbilly, and I don't wear cheap suits. Now questions, please. The first person asks him, is it true you and your $4 billion conglomerate are trying to put the WWF out of business? I'm not going to answer that question. Another person said, Billionaire Ted, is it true you provide double the programming of WWF, yet you purposely undercut their advertising rates? He said, yeah, alright. Somebody whispered to him and he said, alright, I'm not going to answer that one question either. The facts speak for themselves. Next question. Alright, right here. Billionaire Ted, is it true you put your primetime imitation of Monday Night Raw head-to-head with Raw to hurt the WWF? Regardless of what they put in that, it was not an imitation. It was it was real competition. That's why it pushed Vince McMahon as hard as it did. He said, yeah, you're pretty smart fellow, aren't you? Yeah. Next question. A young lady asked, Billionaire Ted, since you own networks, isn't it true you could have placed your primetime wrestling show at another time or even another night of the week? Don't you think the fans would have preferred that? Well, you're a pretty smart reporter, too. Hey, listen, why don't you all come work for me? I own a news network, too. It'd be great. Next question. Alright, yeah. I back here, yeah. So let's face it, Billionaire Ted. You really don't care about the fans. You're just trying to run the WWF out of business, aren't you? Like I just told Rupert Murdoch, I'll squish them like a bug. Yeah, alright. Question. Right here, yeah. Billionaire Ted. Speaking of squishing somebody like a bug, who do you think is going to win your match with the Huckster at WrestleMania? Macho Man said, thinking. Oh, wait, brother. It's in my contract with Billionaire Ted that I never lose. Right? I'll let you, yeah. Listen, why don't we take another question real quick here? Yeah. Right over here, yeah. Billionaire Ted, back to the question of greed. What wouldn't you do to put the WWF out of business? Well, I won't use my own money. Just out of what I want to say is that I wanted to say something wrong or alright. Jane, where's my lithium? And they cut it short. The Body Donnas went against the one, yeah, Henry and Phineas Godwin. Henry and Phineas Godwin won. They had Hillbilly Jim in their corner. They show a replay of Vader getting eliminated, what he did at the Royal Rumble, how he assaulted one of the referees, and how he ended up getting chopped by Gorilla and then getting chopped by Gorilla Monsoon. And because... Hold on. I gotta look back at what Clarence Mason was saying. You knew the history of Mr. Vader. You knew what would happen. You placed your hands on Mr. Vader, Mr. Monsoon. He did what any normal human being would have done in that case. He defended himself. We have a very good case for self-defense. Technically, he doesn't, because he didn't, because he got in Gorilla Monsoon's face first, so it was Monsoon who was defending himself. Many athletes in sports place their hands on officials, and has anything of this magnitude ever happened to anyone?